Good morning from a sunny Northumberland with just a hint of frost, and so here ends the weather report. Today in our readings, we're moving on in the life of the church, this dynamic life that we keep reading about in the Acts of the Apostles. It's as if a film is being run at a fast pace, and it illustrates that amazing outburst of the Holy Spirit changing the world, really, after the death and resurrection of Jesus. And so we have an allusion to Paul and Barnabas going to Jerusalem, then coming back to Antioch, then going off to Cyprus. There's immense power as they begin this campaign that changes the world and eventually leads to the gospel coming to our own country. The roots of our faith and of our Christian community and our Christian laws in this country are found in that outpouring of the Holy Spirit in those early days of the church. Then in St. John's Gospel, Jesus is talking about the light, one of the very powerful images that he uses, talking about people having to choose whether they want to live in light or in darkness. Jesus says something like this very often. He says to people, what do you want? How do you want to respond? It's your decision. You can choose to live in the light, or you can choose to live in darkness. And as Christian people, we are people who have chosen to live in the light, but in our own experience we know that sometimes there is within ourselves and within our world this battle almost between light and darkness. How do we choose the way of Christ today? How do I choose to live in the love of God today? That's a question that each of us will face in our own context. How do I show God's love to the people I may speak to on the phone today? How do I show God's love in the preparation I'm making for a funeral I'm taking tomorrow? How do I show God's love in the way in which my life will influence other people's today? That's the same choice for all of us, each in our own context. No one knows how someone else can live in the light, but we ourselves have to ask this question for ourselves. How do I live in the light and reflect the light in my life today? I think the important thing to remember about that is that the answer is going to be different. My answer today is different to your answer today. But the important thing is that we seek to live in and to reflect that light, and let that light shine in our lives and shine on the lives of others, so that living in the light, we help to bring Christ's light into the world. May God bless us as we seek to live and to reflect the light today.